Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a live stream here, beautiful Grand Cayman. Hope that everybody's having a great day. Sorry, I'm trying to get the live chat up. There we go. So welcome all. It is a nice day here. I went for a walk this morning. Oh, but first of all, I want to say happy Canada Day to everybody who's watching. Hopefully we have some Canadians join us today. Happy Canada Day. It's a sensitive issue. There's a sensitive issue of celebrating Canada Day in Canada right now because of the recent discovery of graves of residential school children. These residential schools that the Canadian government back then implemented on the First Nations people. So it's a big topic, but I think still people should celebrate Canada Day, because we should be proud of our nation, and that is a bad part of our past, but we just need to make up for that and do right. So yeah, but happy Canada Day to all. Also, another thing is there's a tropical storm that's headed our way. Actually, it is in the Atlantic. It's in the Eastern Caribbean. It's making its way westwards, so it's going to eventually hit the Eastern Caribbean islands, and then it's going to go west. Apparently, it's going to the path of the storm. It will affect us. I'm not sure when exactly, but it will affect us. I'm not sure when exactly, but it's going to be like the first major storm that we're going to experience this year. So hopefully, all things considered, we will do okay. Any storm that's passing through the area is not fun. So we need to take precautions. We need to we need to go to the store and get some supplies. And hopefully it's not as bad. So it's the first. I guess it's the second storm. Yeah, there was the first storm this season was, I think, in early June. Now July. The worst time of the year is September and October for storms generally, and August too. So this time of year we still have a threat of storms. So hopefully it's not as bad. So went for a nice little kind of adventure yesterday. Went to West Bay. Kind of drove around West Bay, went to Barker's Beach, and also the mangroves there. West Bay, for all of you who don't know, is a district of Grand Cayman, like Georgetown, 7 Mile Beach, Savannah, Northside, Rum Point, in the eastern districts, East End. It's a district of the island. Very nice. It's not as developed as the area that we're in right now, 7 Mile Beach and Georgetown, but it's very nice. I like it there. It's went for a nice little drive, kind of did some exploring, because I haven't spent too much time in West Bay, but it was really nice. That video should be up later today. But yeah, it was very nice. Although I must say, I went to there was just a kind of mangrove, a trail through these mangroves. And I went in there because it looked pretty nice. And a few minutes, I could hear the mosquitoes and trying to bite me. So I kind of ran out there because the mosquitoes are quite fierce. So, but who have been watching, guys? Comment in the live chat. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Hopefully me and more is watching. I'm not sure if anyone's watching. If anyone's watching the hockey, Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Seems that the Lightning are up 2-0 and not very good. So hopefully they can survive the. Hopefully they can get a game or two and make a comeback. But Tampa Bay seems like the better team, unfortunately. I am starting my job on the 12th of July, so another week, almost less than 2 weeks. Ireland is super quiet. You know, the new change in the quarantine is only is for UK citizens and Canadian citizens. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to Canadians or Americans or anyone else for that matter, which is very disappointing. I'm not sure when that's going to change. Hopefully it will change. Hopefully we can get some tourism back here, and because people, you know, I think there's a dire need to travel for a lot of people. And a lot of other islands are opening up and are welcoming Americans, Canadians, you name it. Hey, Michael. Thank you for watching, my friend. How are you? You have the last name of a guy who played for the Green Bay Packers. Named he was a fullback. They call him Coon. I forget his name, but he was like a fullback for the Packers, maybe like 5 years ago or so. Michael, where are you from again? Are you live in Cayman or the States? There's a terrible heat wave that's happening. Waiting to get into Cayman. Oh yeah. You're in the U.S.? I really hope that the law changes and the no quarantine requirement, you know, ends by like at least September. Arizona, okay, yeah. I'm remembering our previous conversation. Arizona, okay. It must be super hot there. I was saying that in Canada and in British Columbia and in the Pacific Northwest, there's a massive heat wave that's happening, like super hot. There's one town in British Columbia, they recorded a temperature of 46.5 Celsius, which is pretty crazy. Here, I think the temperature right now is around like 30 Celsius or so, and the humidity adds a bit more to that. But yeah, this is crazy. There's been a lot of heat-related deaths in Canada too. They're saying over 100 people. A lot of them are senior citizens. The heat, oh my gosh, it's like unbelievable. Now, I'm kind of used to the heat now, being in the Caribbean for almost 6 years, so I'm kind of used to it. But like for instance, back in Vancouver, our place doesn't have air conditioning. A lot of places don't have air conditioning in British Columbia because the heat doesn't generally last for that long. Like we have summer where it gets hot, but we just have fans. But when it's this hot, like 46 degrees Celsius, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's too much for a lot of people to withstand. So there's even a forest fire that's, yeah, I can imagine it's really hot there. I can imagine. Are you in Phoenix or Scottsdale? But yeah, there's just a forest fire that's happening. A couple forest fires that have erupted from the sea. I think. I don't think it's man-made. Hopefully, it's not. But there's one town that's a small town, like of 300 people, and people had to evacuate, and it's getting it's going to get destroyed. Maybe it's going to get wiped out. Tucson. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Cayman government right now is they're trying to like find a way to verify vaccine certificates, because I think that's a big problem throughout the world is like people are forging them. So they're trying to find a way to authenticate your vaccine certificates. It should be digital. It should be like a digital copy kind of thing, like a vaccine passport. Because even the one that we got, me and Gabby got, it's like a piece of paper. It's like there should be like a digital copy, how to authenticate it. And I saw something on the news about the EU. They're trying to have like a system, like a vaccine passport kind of system. Because the European Union is, I think France, Spain, if I'm mistaken, Portugal, Italy are open for vaccinated tourist travelers. And that should be here too. Like we should, allow people to travel here if they've been vaccinated, if they do the PCR test 3 days before saying that they're negative. I think we should allow them in because, right now this island this island's doing okay, like financially, but tourism is a big helper for the government. It produces a lot of dollars for the government, and so I really hope that they open up soon in the next few weeks, months, but maybe mid-September they open. So we'll have to see. I have to be patient and hope for the best. But yeah, it's we want to open up. Like we want to. Right now, Sail Beach is pretty empty, which is actually quite nice for us here. Like my walk this morning, you're walking, and I ran into a few people, and I went past Governor's Beach. Yeah, the Pirate Festival is in October, I believe so. Yeah, October, November. It's like Pirates Week. Yeah, very popular. A lot of people come for that are mostly from the States, I believe. But yeah, I believe it's in October or September. I'm not a big fan of it myself. I don't dress up as like a pirate. Not my thing, but I remember a few years, the first year I came here, Calico Jack's, which is unfortunately closed, which is just terrible, like so sad. But I remember there's this guy who looks identical to Johnny Depp, but he dressed up as Captain Jack Sparrow. But just same, like you could be in the movie, you could be this, you can be a replacement, a stunt double, but it's a very fun time. People love like coming down here to celebrate the Pirates Festival. Yeah, it's really sad. Me and my father used to like to go there. Like my dad's been coming here for a while, and nice place to walk to in the afternoon, have a beer or so. It's kind of a rundown kind of bar, but it's very nice. And when we'd have cruise ships in ports, it'd be super busy because a lot of cruise ship guests would. A lot of cruise ship guests would go there, and I remember days it would be packed, like it'd be crazy, especially on a cruise ship day. A lot of guests would stay there. They rent out the chairs by the beach and get their drinks and food from there. The food wasn't the best, but I've only really like drank there. But yeah, just super sad that it's closed, and I'm not sure what's happening. If they're going to, yeah, the full moon parties. um, I'm not sure what's going to happen to that place. If they're going to reopen it, or if they're going to do something. I really don't know what's happening. Also, like Royal Palms closed down. Coral Beach Club, which is right beside each other, they're both closed. So there's not really like the only kind of beach bar that's left on 7 Mile Beach is Tilly's Restaurant, which is used to be the old Hemingway's. It's in it's in Palm Heights, one of the hotels that we have. So yeah, a lot of restaurants closed down from that, and even we had this restaurant, Deckers, right across from Palm Heights. Actually, they closed down maybe a month ago or more. Dart purchased the place, and they're going to do something different. Right now, restaurants are really struggling because maybe depends on what restaurant it is. Some restaurants have more returning clientele, but most of the restaurants on the island are really struggling to keep open because, obviously they're not making very much. The cost, the food items have increased because of COVID, and so a lot of restaurants are really struggling, and they do want to open up the borders because they're struggling, and they provide jobs, but it's super tough. And even the cost of construction too. I've said in a lot of my videos, construction is booming here, but the cost of materials has gone up quite a bit. I read this morning on this real estate kind of website. The cost of materials is really going up from the pandemic. But a lot of things are being built. So it's a lot of places are being built. It's good, but this island's getting very busy. Georgetown, 7 Mile Beach, and it's going to move more probably east to the eastern districts and north side. Yeah, I've been here about almost 6 years, and the island's changed quite a bit. Not in a good way, not a bad way. So, yeah, so we'll see by Christmas. Hopefully by Christmas, even before that, hopefully by September we reopen, because I'm not sure how long they can take it. Like a lot of people have been like tourism is the big employer for Canadians. We just have to see what happens with the government, and they should have really discussed the details of that 5-day quarantine, because they didn't really say that. You had to read it, and our friend told us actually, and I didn't even know that. I thought it would be for everybody, but it's not. So yeah, I hear you, Michael. I can't take it either. It's been how many? A year and a half? Yeah, a year and a half, I guess. It's crazy. So, but anyways, it's actually a long weekend. This upcoming weekend, July 4th is Constitution Day, like July 4th in the States. So it's a long weekend. Gabby is off. Yeah, I agree. I agree entirely. It's a long weekend, holiday on the Monday. So should be a nice weekend. Hopefully the weather stays good. I'm not sure. Let me look at the weather forecast right now and see. So I'll read you the title from Cayman Compass. It says, Tropical Storm Elsa has formed in the Atlantic Basin and could impact the Cayman Islands later this weekend based on its current track. So yeah, not sure if you can see that. That's the way it's gonna. That's the way they're projecting the storm to go. It's kind of a lot of storms go that direction, so it looks like it will pass us. So have to keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully, it's not going to be as bad as they say it will be, but it is that time of year, hurricane season from June till November. Yeah, so. And the most active time of the year is September, I would say. September, October. And yeah, hopefully, God willing, things will be okay. I saw that building collapse in Miami this past weekend, and it's really sad. Yeah, nobody will come here if it's still the 5 days. Like, there needs to be no quarantine because the majority of people that will come here, generally spend a week here, I would say. And obviously, they want to quarantine for 5 days and then have 2 days and then go home. So for us to get any sort of tourism back, has to be no quarantine. The 5 days, I don't think will make a big impact, my opinion, but we shall see what happens. Unless folks are coming here for a month, then 5 days is not too bad. So, yeah, it's really struggle to see what's going to happen. Hopefully this quarantine gets reduced. I'm not sure if we have to. I also read I forget what newscast it was. I'm staying forever. I read in this newscast or somewhere online that the majority of the deaths in the U.S. are from unvaccinated people. So if you get, I think the best vaccines right now are Pfizer and Moderna. If you had a double shot of Pfizer, generally that protects you quite a bit. So people, like our government right now we got more vaccine shipments quite recently, and we're still trying to get more people vaccinated. But a lot of people don't want to get it, and that's kind of angering a lot of people in the tourism community. Especially one guy I know, I won't say his name, but he's a big advocate for reopening of Cayman's borders. This person has a business, tourism business, like a water taxi business, and he's a big advocate of that. And a lot of people are not getting vaccinated because maybe they're happy the way things are, maybe because they have a good job or they're stable financially, whereas other people like rely on tourism to get by, and like taxi drivers, tourism operators. A lot of people rely on tourism in this island. Like most islands in the Caribbean, tourism is a big, helps to pay the bills. So, yeah, so this apartment we're in, it's a 2-bedroom. It's 1,600 CI. So that's $2,000. It is a nice apartment. I would say it's a little bit old inside, but it suits our needs. Me and Gabby like it a lot. It's a good location because the beach is super close. Where we were before was in Lakeside, which is a much bigger apartment complex. They had like 7 or so apartment buildings, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah. And this one, I'm not sure how many apartments are in this kind of complex. It's very small though, very small compared to Lakeside. They have one pool. They have a tennis court, which is pretty cool. They have a tennis court. Me and Gabby want to play tennis one of these days. I do have a tennis ball, but I need. So I have the tennis ball here, but we need a racket. So they have a pool here too, which is nice. Pool is very nice. Not many people use the pool though, which is strange. I guess people go to the ocean instead because it's right there. But it's very nice. People here are very friendly. We love it so far compared to where we were before. Yeah, good location. We're opposite the Kimpton. We're kind of in the beginning of West Bay, but still on 7 Mile Beach. So it's nice. We like it quite a bit. So what was I saying before? I'm not sure about the vaccine, if we have to get booster shots in the next few months or so. I'm not really sure how that how that works out. Do you know anything about that, Michael? About if you have to get a booster shot for the Pfizer or anywhere else? And hopefully, people get back. Oh, I was talking about the vaccination. Yeah, hopefully people here get vaccinated, because how they're saying it, if they want to reopen these borders, they need a certain percentage of the population to be vaccinated. I think they want 8%. And right now, the vaccine percentage, I think, is in this high 60s. So it's it might take a few more months to get there. So, but hopefully that will happen soon. Hopefully that happens soon. We also want the borders open too because of our wedding as well. That's in January. So we want our families to come here. So we will have to wait and be patient. So. Nope, it's good and 90% cure. What do you mean by that? Like we're 90% protected? Yeah, so these vaccines, they do quite a good job, I think. Well, the Pfizer one. There's other vaccines that are not as trustworthy. Even in Canada, if you're vaccinated and you're a permanent resident or a citizen, you don't have to quarantine, which is nice. Because before they had to do a 14-day quarantine. And 3 days of that you had to stay in a government government facility, or no, a government hotel. And then once you produce a negative test, you're free to go to your home for your rest of the quarantine. So, yeah, it seems pretty simple. I guess it's not very simple. That if you are vaccinated, you can still catch COVID, I believe. I'm not a medical expert, of course, or a doctor or anything like that, but I'm not really sure. I think you can still catch COVID even if you're vaccinated with Pfizer, for instance. Do you know anything about that, Michael? If you're vaccinated, the chances of you catching it are obviously decreased, right? So yeah, some people are. Yeah, that's true. Because this the vaccine has definitely been super helpful, But I don't think it's these vaccines haven't been approved by the FDA, right? Or American Association, they don't approve. Like, hey James, how are you? Welcome back. It's good to hear from you. How is Ohio? James, are you still are you on island now? Or are you coming here soon? If I remember correctly, you're moving here with your family. Emergency use authorization for vaccines. Ohio is great per usual. How is the weather though? It must be quite warm, no? I'm not sure what's the temperature in Toronto, but I would assume it's hot. Pretty much whole North America is experiencing, well, mostly I guess in the Pacific Northwest, but they're experiencing this crazy heat wave that's happening. Global warming, I guess, the time of year. Oh wow, you'll be here Wednesday. Fantastic. Where are you going to be quarantining? I need a cold Heineken. Me too, Macabuca. Oh, I actually drove past there yesterday. Michael, it was nice. Well, I didn't go inside, but I drove past it. But it's a nice restaurant right on the water. Incredible sunsets there. But yeah, you and me both. Hey, Sean, thank you for watching. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. It's a nice day here. It's a bit overcast, but all things considered, another beautiful day. $79 there. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, really, Michael? I didn't know you grew up in West Bay. That's fantastic. Yeah, so the video should be out this afternoon. I did a kind of a drive. I went to Barker's and kind of around West Bay, so maybe you'll recognize some of the areas I drove past. Wow, 91 over the weekend. You'll be in South Sound. Oh, beautiful. South Sound is very nice. But when you get here, when you go to quarantine, send me a message. So yeah, send me a message, Michael, and we will get together one of these days. And if you have any questions, again, please let me know. This is my that's my cell phone, Michael. If you want to send me a message, or if you have any questions, concerns, send a message there. More than helpful to answer some questions, or if you have any concerns, let me know. Well, thank you, Michael. I really appreciate that beer on me. Soon come one of these days. So you're going to be quarantining in a private residence, or? Happy to see that you're coming here. It's going to be a nice little change. You're looking for a gym, okay. Yeah, there's a few options. There's one in Cayman Bay that I forget the name of, but I always passed it. It's quite nice. Okay, nice. There's also a place called the World Gym, which is on West Bay Road. It's quite nice. It's but yeah, there's a few gyms on island. I think I have your email because you emailed me a few months ago. I can send you some options. Yeah, I need to go to the gym too. We've been me and Gabby went running not yesterday, but the day before, kind of around like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Because in my opinion, like if you either to run here, you either run in the morning, like early morning, 6 a.m., or in the evening when it's not too hot. Because if you run during the middle of the day, it's just super hot. So, but yeah, there's a few nice gyms here. We used to have a gym at our place in Lakeside, but I never really used it. It was so small. Like you'd have like 2 people, 3 people in there. It's just too small. So, but the one gym that I know that a lot of my friends have used, the one gym that my friends have used is called World Gym. I think it will suit your needs. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you want to go and see the place and. Oh wow, okay. You want to run and swim. We could probably do that near your place. Like if you live in South Sound, there's the beach there, but that beach just gets lots of seaweed. South Cove would be a good option if you want to go swimming there. You can run along that road, but just be careful, obviously, if you're running the road. And lift after work. Okay. What are you doing for work, James? Yeah, I've never scuba dived either. Never in my life. I think I'll have to. There's some great scuba diving spots here in Grand Cayman, so it's a nice place to do it. It was also a big destination for people who wanted to scuba dive. People want to come here and scuba dive, and some amazing sites at nice wrecks to scuba dive too, like Kitty Wake, which is in where is the Kitty Wake? It's like off 7 Mile Beach, I think. But it's just like old U.S. warship that sunk, and it's a big dive site now, so it's really cool. Yeah, South Cove is a great place, especially in the morning. It'll be like empty. I've been there in the morning too. It's like deserted. Nobody's there. In the evening, there's some people there. And the weekends, I think it's more busy. So you work as a financial analyst. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. How are the markets doing the past few months? I really haven't been following the markets at all. You're talking about Michael at West Bay Public Beach? Yeah, diving. People come here just solely to dive, especially in Little Cayman and Cayman Brac. Like that's all dive in there, and there's a lot of good places to dive here too, world class. Okay. Yeah, it's a really nice beach. West Bay Public Beach is super nice, Um, I've been there a couple times. It's not too far away actually, but it's really nice. But yeah, the beach there at the beginning of at that beach, the water has taken away all the sand, and there's that kind of seawall where you used to like kind of sit and the sand would be kind of right there. Now this is a seawall and the sand's like so far down. It's crazy. Record highs. Wow, that's good to hear. I really haven't seen. Mhm. Yeah, the market's doing pretty well. James, do you follow? Do you follow any cryptocurrencies? Do you believe in them? Support them? Yeah, it's a nice spot, Michael. West Bay is a nice spot. I'll go there again and again. Macabuca, or Papagallos, that's good too. Record highs, yeah. Make that money. I need to see. Yeah, Bitcoin is past 3 months. It's like gone down and down and down. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Okay, yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, it's very volatile. That's the only thing, and um, I think a few months ago, when the Chinese said they were no longer accepting it, that's when the dive kind of happened, and when it was at like 60,000, and now it's at like the low 30,000s. And Elon Musk too hasn't been also. He was initially all in for Bitcoin. Now he's saying no. And um, I remember seeing it was a couple of weeks ago that country of El Salvador in Central America, next to Gabby's country. They're accepting Bitcoin as national currency. There are places that are trying to be accepted there. Um, Even in Cayman, we don't have any Bitcoin ATMs, even though some companies like Binance is a crypto company. They're recently banned from the UK, and they're based in Cayman. Um, that's true. Index funds, yeah. Yeah, so now they banned that company from operating in the UK. But I wonder if we ever see Bitcoin ATMs here in Cayman. I don't think so, but we'll see. It would be an interesting idea. Because in Canada, I think there are Bitcoin ATMs, and so in the States. But here, it's not as yet. So hopefully, the next few years, we'll see what happens. Because I don't think you can buy cryptocurrencies here. Or I guess you can, but you need to use a different VPN or something. So I'm not sure. So James, you have children? Will they be going to school here, or do you have children? Okay, no kids yet. Okay, so it's just you and your wife. That's nice. So yeah, no school. That's good. Because if you're having families here is expensive, you know. Um, yeah, Sunshine Suites. I love that place. It's a good place. We actually stayed there a few years ago. Really enjoyed our time there. We um, we stayed there because actually when the dump caught on fire a few years ago, um, we had to evacuate, and we spent the first night in Comfort Suites, which is now a new hotel, Hampton by Hilton. But we had to our second night we went to Sunshine Suites, and we quite liked it. It's a nice hotel. It's very comfortable. Um, Fish tacos rule there. Indeed, they do. Yeah, fish tacos are really good there. What else food do we have there? I forget. All right, guys. I think that's coming to an end of this live stream. I want to thank you all for watching. James, best of luck. When you get here, let me know. Try and meet up. Thank you, Michael, for joining us as always. A pleasure, sir. For who else has been? Just you guys too. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Sean, thank you for watching. Almost forgot about you. Thank you, Sean. Happy Canada Day, brother. You guys have a great day. Do I go to the movie theater here? I have been, but I haven't been recently. It is nice though. It's in Commander Bay, so yeah, it's nice. It's state of the art, like the ones they have in the States and Canada. So, but yeah, let me know if you have any questions, James. Have a good day, Sean. Happy Canada Day, brother. You guys have a wonderful day. We will see you very soon. Ciao.